Hi everybody, and a warm welcome back to Maple Leaf Customs. I'm Andrew, and on the bench today is a Tootsie toy. It's pretty basic, as are all Tootsie toys. There's no glass, there's no interior, just a die-cast body and wheels, but boy are they rough looking. Somebody had a great time with this one. Wonder where it's been, and who owned it and loved it so much. I have an idea as to how I'd like to spruce that up, so it'll make a great giveaway toy when I'm all finished. This is my entry into Opa's first ever Tootsie Toy King build-off. I'm just a little bit late. During the latest COVID lockdown, which lasted for 5 months over here in Switzerland, the whole winter and spring of 2021, I wasn't able to cross the border into Germany to pick up my eBay orders. This was one of them. I had every intention of participating with the other die-cast mafia members, as they were known then, but I simply couldn't. So here it is now, only about 4 months late. Most everyone else did a dragster casting, but the guidelines didn't limit us to that, so for lack of any real identifying markings, mine's a basic sedan. TootsieToy is a manufacturer of die-cast toy cars and other toy vehicles, which was originally based in Chicago. Though the Tootsie Toy name has been used since the 1920s, the company's origins date from about 1890. An enduring mark, toys with the Tootsie Toy name were consistently popular from the 1930s through the 1990s. I grew up in Canada, and I had a bag full of these when I was a boy. Today's community shoutout, of course, goes to Opa's Diecast Restorations, one of my favorite sites, and Opa, thank you. You were one of my earliest supporters from day one. You gave me my very first shoutout when I had only 75 subscribers. I remember it well, and I'm still grateful today. I never miss one of your builds, and I invite everybody watching this video to get right over to Opa's if you haven't already and get subbed up there and give them lots of love and support. I thank you in advance. When I'm doing the bare metal work on the cars, I always use these Scotch-Brite attachments, and people have asked me, what are the different grits? Well, take a screenshot of this picture. Mine are from China. I buy them in a bag of 80, and I don't know if it's globally consistent, but those are the grits that go with the different colors, and I sure do recommend them to you if you're new in the hobby or been at it for a long time and just want to get a little smoother finish on your car. Degreasing always precedes the primer application, and here I'm just using a basic white primer from the hardware store, and it's my last chance now to look over the casting for any imperfections or inconsistencies and fix them up. I'm using Vallejo yellow paint, just basic, with a little bit of thinner, and apply that with my airbrush and a tack coat. As always, let that dry up for a couple of minutes and then apply a second and a third one for a nice deep paint job and a good shine, making sure to hit the underneath and all the hard to reach places. There's not a lot of detail ever highlighted on the Tootsie Toys from the factory, so I'm going to do just a little bit of dress up here. I've got a taxi in mind. This is where I'm going to put the checkered strip down both sides, so this doesn't need to be super accurate. I'm just trying to stay inside the casting lines here, and I want to lay down a white strip, so when I put homemade decals on, it'll be black and white checkers instead of black and yellow checkers. I make my own decals using the basic word processing software that's built into my Mac. And I use blue-backed laser printer decal paper. So I don't need to clear coat the decals, I just get them wet, let them soak for about 30 seconds, and apply them. I straighten them out with a toothpick, squeegee out the extra water, and coat it with some Decal Sol for a permanent affixment. Let's have a closer look. I replaced the original axles that I cut out with a couple of nails from my organizer box, and they suited this purpose just fine. So you'll see I left it pretty simple and clear. Number 112 is the identifying mark. It's build number 112 on my channel. I left the grille and the headlights and the tail lights bare as TootsieToy does. It's a great roller, and I'm real happy with how this one has turned out. There's a flashback to what we started with. I wonder what the story is. And I wonder what the second life will have in store for this little taxi cab that's going to become a toy giveaway for a little boy or girl. I think it turned out really fantastic, don't you? If you enjoyed this video, I invite you to give it a thumbs up and become a new subscriber to my channel and visit regularly and often. Now, I promise to have a Saturday upload for you every weekend. I sure appreciate all of you coming consistently. Regular subscribers and new ones. Be sure to leave a respectful comment below and I promise to get back to you. Be sure to tell me where you're watching from. I'm interested to know. It's coffee time.